Chris from Creedmoor, North Carolina. To answer your question from last week's podcast, the most disgusting promotional tactic award is still very active in the Observer Awards, and WWE has won 9 out of the last 10 years. Oh, well, look at that. Out of those 9, which one stands out the most? And what Chris did here is he listed all of them, and so I'll read them very quickly. In 2008, they won the award for the... oh, that's right, I forgot about that. Jeff Hardy teased drug overdose. I don't know if that's in reference to them mocking... Oh, you know what that is? I think I know what that is. There was a storyline, I think, where Jeff Hardy was passed out in a staircase, and they teased that it might be a drug over... That's right. Okay, yeah, that's pretty bad. That's pretty bad. 2009, they won Mickie James for the Piggy James angle. 2010, Stand Up for WWE campaign launched alongside Linda McMahon's U.S. Senate run. 2011, the blatant mistreatment of Jim Ross, despite WWE's anti-bullying campaign. 2012, they won for exploiting Jerry Lawler's real-life heart attack. See, that didn't bother me as much, because I'm sure Lawler was on board with it, and to me, that's just standard pro wrestling stuff. It's like what I talked about in the Mae Young Classic review this week, where now Rhea Ripley is all over social media mocking Tegan Nox. Like, that doesn't bother me. To me, that's pro wrestling. Now, if I come to find out that Tegan Nox doesn't like that and is bothered by it, then it would bother me. But I assume they're all on board with it, and so that didn't bother me as much. 2013, this bothered me. 2013, exploitation of the death of Paul Bearer. That was pretty... that was pretty low. 2014, insulting fans who purchase pay-per-views outside of the WWE network. Yeah, I talked about that on this show too. They literally, in an effort to just convince people, stop buying the pay-per-views and sign up for the network, they resorted to having these on-camera segments at ringside with the announcers where JBL and Michael Cole would basically openly mock you. If you were a WWE fan and were still buying the pay-per-views, and for whatever reason, maybe you didn't have a strong internet connection where you live, whatever your excuse was, you did not want to or could not sign up for the network, and you were still buying the pay-per-views, they had their announcers openly mocking you for it on their shows, which just did not seem like a very smart thing at the time, and it still doesn't. 2015, they won for using Reid Flair's death in the Charlotte Page program. 2016, they did not win. The 2016 award went to the Kimbo Slice Dada 5000 fight from Bellator. And 2017, so last year, they won for promoting Jimmy Snuka as a hero after he passed away. I look at this list, there's some really appalling ones on here. The one that stands out to me as being head and shoulders above the rest in terms of just disgusting is 2015. That would get my vote. That was where they worked Reid Flair's death, Ric Flair's son, his death into the storyline between Charlotte and Paige. There's just no reason for that. There's no call for that. It's like 2006, exploiting Eddie Guerrero's death. Having Randy Orton go out on television. Eddie's in hell. I don't know why you're looking up there. He's down there. I mean, like some of the sick minds back there. We talked about one of them earlier, Vince himself. I mean, I don't know what goes through these people's heads sometimes or why they think these are good ideas. And for all the people that surround him, you would think there would be some sane, rational people who would have the balls to speak up and try to knock down things like this, but somehow they get through. So 2015 would get my vote.